Hey everybody, super cute tutorial on a one shoulder flutter sleeve leotard, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then hit the notification bell so that YouTube will alert you anytime we post a new video so that you never miss out. Go ahead and follow us on social media too. TikTok, we post some really quick tutorial videos, tips and tricks. Alright, this pattern is from Samantha Marie Designs. We're going to link it below. This fabric is gorgeous skinny rib from Olga's Closet. It's also linked below. So let's get started. I'm going to be doing the one shoulder version here and banded, so you'll need the front and the back. You'll want to cut. This piece right here is from Petite Stitchery. It is the free add-on from Petite Stitchery's website there. And you're just going to need one of those. You'll need the neckband and the leg bands here. So make sure you cut your front and back pieces on the dashed lines because we're going to be adding leg bands and a neckband. We're not doing the lined version here. So I'm pointing out the dotted lines there. All right, and so here's my gorgeous fabric. This was custom printed from Olga's Fabric. Again, Olga's Closet. I'm going to be putting this in the link below, but it's super cute. I do recommend sizing up if you use the skinny rib because it doesn't have much vertical stretch, but it's still great and it's beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to do this cutting really quick because a lot of people ask for me to cut the stuff on camera. So make sure your stretch is going with the width of the fabric here. I'm going to do my neckband in the black fabric. It's just a ribbed fabric. And then I'm going to do 2 leg bands here, and I am doing it on a fold here. Cut 2 of those. And then I'm going to cut my 1 circle sleeve on a double fold. So I go ahead and fold my fabric over once. Then I make sure that I have just enough to cut the pattern piece out, and I cut my rectangle, and then I fold it into my square and put my pattern piece on here. This is cut on a double fold so that you don't have to have any seams on the sleeve. Then I go ahead and snip 2 points here to match up with my shoulder seam and side seam of the sleeve. So that's what that looks like. And then here's the main fabric, and the main part that you want to remember when doing a lined bodice, especially if you're using directional fabric, make sure that your fabric and your pattern pieces are going correctly. Make sure your stretch is going across the pattern. And you're going to want to lay your pattern piece right side up and your fabric right side up here and just cut. And you're going to want to do the exact same thing with the back piece. So pattern piece right side up, fabric right side up. You're not cutting on a fold. So here's the back piece here. And I do use the line, the straight line, the dash line, to kind of make sure that I've got my pattern piece centered. But this works really well. And if you want to cut like multiple out in a size, you can just stack your fabric up, which is pretty cool. All right, so this is super simple. We're going to put this is the back piece facing right side up. We're going to put the front piece right side down, right sides together. And we're going to sew, of course, the side seams, shoulder seam, side seams, and the crotch seam. And then we're going to do the hem hot method with our cuffs or leg bands or whatever you want to call them, bands, cuffs, whatever. So you're going to do the hot hem method, or sorry, hem hot method, Jesus. And you're just going to sew that raw edge. So let's go do that really, really fast. I hope you guys like this new angle. I got some new equipment, which is pretty awesome, and it holds my camera at the perfect angle, so I don't have to worry about it. So I am going to quarter up this neckband here. So I'm just going to make 3 equal points in addition to the back seam. And so this is how I do it really fast. This is how I get perfect neckbands every time. The leg band, I just do 2 points. I use the seam and then the other side to put the leg bands on. And then, like I said, you just flip those out. And then you'll do the side seams. And I like to add my little logo tag in the side here, so that's a little sneak peek to help you. I get that printed at Little Ray's Fabric Shop. So I made my own file and just printed it on swim. It's really cool. But this fabric is amazing, and it's from, like I said, Olga's Closet. And this is a print she has in stock. You don't have to send her a file or anything. It's super cute. Alright, so I'm going to quarter up my neckband here. So I took the shoulder to the side seam, and then I just snipped the front and the back. Make sure you pay attention to what the front is, and you'll know that by the crotch. And so I'm going to go ahead and put the back seam, the seam of my neckband on the back. And then I'm going to just pin it. And I just pin the front and the back. And I'll just start at the shoulder seam. So with one of those quarter points that I snipped, I'm going to go ahead and just match that up, put it under my surgeon foot, and just go around, making sure all 3 raw edges are lined up. And then when I get to the back seam, that's where I like to put my tag in. So I just go ahead and put that on the bottom there, upside down, and it just serges it right in. And then I tuck my tails with my nitpicker. And this is what my tag looks like when it's done. Super cute. All right, so let's go to the crotch and add these leg bands. I am starting with the crotch seam here. I like to put the leg band seam on the crotch part. And so I'm going to go ahead and sandwich my seams. So one seam's going one way, one seam's going the other way. That's how I find it best to like match up my seams or whatever. Still, I put them on the crotch because I don't sometimes get it perfect. And so it's much less noticeable right there. So I'm going to match up the snipped point to that side seam and then sew in a circle. Again, using my nitpicker to tuck my tails. And I always tuck them back the way they came because I feel like when you stretch the fabric, it can pull the tail out. So I'm going to do the exact same thing with the other one real fast. Start at the crotch, match my leg band seam up, then take my snipped point to the side seam, sew in a circle. Super simple. This pattern is so easy to do and it's so cute and it fits so well. All right, so now the last part here is adding the flutter sleeve. Okay, so the garment's still inside out, and I'm going to turn my sleeve right side out. Okay, and so I have my 2 snipped points that I did when I cut this out. And I'm going to go through the neckband into the arm side. And I'm going to match up one of those snipped points to the shoulder seam here. And then I'm going to follow down to my other snipped point to the side seam. And I'm going to sew in a circle on the inner circle. And make sure that your fabric's not folded because you can get some really weird folds. Just go in a circle here, overlap, cut your tail, tuck it. And you can stop here. I am going to go ahead and top stitch my neckband down just because I like the way it looks. You don't have to do that. That's totally cosmetic. Just gives your garments a little extra, professional look. Totally not necessary, but I like to do it. And it's super quick. I'm using my cover stitch here. And I did post a video on how I use my cover stitch, so you can check that out. And then this is the finished product. You don't have to tie these. I just like to tie them. It's so beautiful. This is what it looks like done. There's my little side tag. That's what it looks like after you sandwich in the side seam. Leg band's perfection. And there's the flutter sleeve, neckband. This is what my tag looks like. And it's just gorgeous. So I hope you guys like this video. We have tons more tutorials planned out, so make sure that you guys are subscribed and hit that notification bell so that you do not miss out. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.